viaggio tra deserti e città, paura lui non ha. Il vortice che incombe sulla terra è già qua, ma lui ci salverà. Farà, sei sempre con noi, tra magia e realtà. Farà, non arrenderti mai, la luce brillerà. Grande il nostro eroe, Farhat. 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 Principe Farhat, sei sempre con noi, tra magia e realtà. Farhat, non arrenderti mai, la luce brillerà. Grande il nostro eroe, Principe Farhat. Grande il nostro eroe, Farhat.
Determined to discover the mysteries of light and darkness, Farhat and his friends follow the trail of an ancient book called The Canon of the Keepers. Their research leads them into the heart of a stormy desert and to a hidden valley, where they discover the canon carved on huge stone tablets.
Farhat.
Oh, be careful with that ointment. My belly is very delicate, and you didn't make it any better putting me in a frying pan.
A frying pan in the hands of a good cook can save the day. And it's not my fault your belly hurts. The ointment that you had me put on it burns.
Be patient, Wings. Quit moving or you're going to make it worse. Anyway, a scorpion in the desert should be used to burns.
That's easy for you to say. But if I was, for example, let's say a lizard, I'd have left you on those rocks back there.
Hey, Tilda, well, it's been quite an adventure, but we finally got a hold of the famous Canon of the Keepers. Am I right?
Well, I'm working hard on the translations here. I'm sure we'll know something soon.
All right, what's the bad news?
I wouldn't call it exactly bad news, but it's a hard translation.
Hot Sands, just stop babbling and tell us what the book says. What's the canon say? Does it speak of potions, magics, cabals, secrets, other incantations?
The Canon of Keepers is probably the first form of writing in the world. The letters were engraved on blocks of stone. And this language was never previously translated.
So you've been able to translate something from this mess?
I've got various fragments that sort of give us a big picture. See, the Keepers were a group of wise and enlightened men. These men were all very different from each other. They came from different nations all over the world, but they were all deeply devoted to the magic of meditation. One day, these men felt a deep power calling to them. They saw magical and amazing signs, and they had the knowledge to interpret them. They understood that they had been called to undertake a long journey. They had been brought together to create harmony by joining the two greatest strengths of the world, light and darkness. So they created two magical scorpion crystals, the Shariman and the Namarash.
Huh? You mean there are two scorpions and two crystals?
Now you understand. There's the scorpion of light and the scorpion of darkness.
That's because in the world, these two strengths are contrasting, and the Keepers wanted to maintain equilibrium.
That's such a stupid idea. What kind of equilibrium can there be between good and evil? Darkness must be defeated.
Farhat, it's not that simple.
We can take it down. Our group of friends is stronger than any enemy. When the moment is right, we'll attack and we'll win. No one can stop us.
Sure, we can attack, but so what? It isn't always a matter of winning or losing.
We can argue about philosophy later. For now, we need to think about the Namarash. We need to find it and stop it from causing any more trouble.
And where do we look for it? Do we have any idea?
We do. I haven't told you this yet, but I took it upon myself to translate another part of the text.
Oh, great, but shouldn't we all work together?
For millions of years, light and darkness have been in constant conflict. That's because the Shariman and the Namarash have not had a keeper who could guide them. So it's not surprising that the Namarash, the black scorpion, was awakened again.
That's exactly right, but amazing how it sounded so familiar.
I don't care one little bit who said it first. What are we supposed to do now?
Well, first we've got to save Rashid.
Okay, but how do we do that?
Look at that! He's absorbing all the excess energy of the Shariman. How can we stop it?
We're not finding out by standing around. Come on, let's go.
Hello, Tilda. This is Mrs. Smith. I'm calling because of your father.
Tell me what happened.
He was here with me, and then suddenly he got up and left. I tried to stop him, but he wasn't listening or responding at all. What should I do?
Miss Smith, call the police immediately. In the meantime, I'll try to figure out some other way to find him. I'd appreciate it if you do your best to try to keep me informed. I have to leave again. Dad might be coming back to Silvermore, and if he has to pass through that evil forest, the police will never find him.
I wish I could help you, but I'm clean out of flying potion. I've been soaking the new ones, but they really won't be ready for a day or two.
The Royal Jet is always at your disposal.
That will still take way too long to get to England. I know a faster way. I need a satellite dish, a video game console, and a powerful computer. Do you suppose you can get all that?
Yes, I guess so, but what will you do?
In Moscow, we were taken on a sort of virtual field trip by using the abandoned military satellites still in
Do you
orbit.
think it's a good idea for a school to take students on a trip to a satellite ship?
No, Wings. The satellites Layla is talking about were built and launched into space by man.
I'm not sure this is going to pass as an antenna.
Yeah, it'll work just fine. You'll see.
Now I'd like you to put these on and please get ready. We've got to enter the exact coordinates of Tilda's house in England.
And of Silvermore. We need those coordinates.
Okay, but first we've got to send your image. It'll go through Sasha Alpha 24. Then it'll move on down to England.
Sasha, what a great name for a space spy.
Hot sand! They look like they're getting ready to run a marathon. What are they doing?
Shh, let's find out together.
This is totally crazy. I'm really in Silvermore.
Crazy's the right word. Shh!
Daddy, no! Stop! It's me, Dad! Tilda, your daughter! Dad, listen to me! You have to wake up! Snap out of it! Stop! Daddy, for the last time, please look at me! I'm your child, your daughter, Tilda! Please, Dad, stop! For me, please! Daddy! The black hole! It's alive! No! No! Stop! It's taking me away! It's lifting me! Help! Please! Stop me! Stop me! At least he's breathing. He's alive. Over here! We need help quickly!
This is bad. Sasha isn't responding. Nothing but a lot of noise and no connection.
It doesn't matter. Your idea worked brilliantly. I found my father. I was with him, and I think I was able to save him, but I'm not sure yet. Sorry, let me answer my phone. Go ahead, Mrs. Smith. Oh my gosh, they found him! He's still kind of out of it, but he's going to be okay. Thank you, Mrs. Smith. I really appreciate you calling me. Poor Daddy. Thanks, Layla. Now, back to work.
having trouble sleeping too? When the stars in the sky are ready to listen to the sorrows of the heart, it does well to confess.
Oh, Ben, I'm so confused. I'm supposed to be special, a hero by birth, and it seems that the Shariman has betrayed me.
Perhaps you need to change your perspective. The Shariman does not act upon faith or betrayal. It is an incredibly powerful object. But remember, it's only an object.
Fresh air just makes everything better, huh, Shadow?
Finally, you're in a better mood. You've been no fun at all for the past 2 days.
Oh, what a wonderful friend. When I'm at my best, you're at my side, but when I'm in danger, you're nowhere to be found.
You were never in danger. You were just whining, and I'm not one to indulge that.
Huh, you're right. So what do you suggest to get me out of the bad mood?
You know, curing a bad mood takes very extreme treatment.
But going up on the clouds again would be too much.
You're right. The sun will be up soon. There won't be a cloud in the sky. In no time, it'll be way too risky. But who cares?
Hey, buddy, what if you really can't find any clouds up there?
Then that would be too bad for you. You were scared, admit it.
Who, me? Well, I guess maybe just a little.
Good. But you know I'd never let you crash.
I guess you're right. I need to think less, follow my instincts, and clear my mind. I've got to loosen up a bit if I'm ever going to accomplish anything. Ah, yes, a new day. No more doubts or worries. The two of us together can do anything.
I'm glad to be at your service, Master Fahrat.
Time to be attached. Now, just like we practiced.
Yes.
Are you ready? Go get him! You can do it! Come on, grab Rashid!
I don't think I can!
Sure we can! Together! Take a breath and grab his hands! And now get out! The Shariman is heating up again! We've got to get him out of here!
Of course!
I must say, these new potions are really quite useful.
Hey, Farhat, the heating alarm was going off a few minutes ago. Did you do something wrong?
I did nothing wrong, but we got Rashid out of the energy.
A lot of good that did.
Hey, I think a little appreciation might be in order.
Farhat, you've got to understand, forcing him out of the energy could have had very severe consequences. It was, to say the least, reckless.
He's still alive, but we've got to get him out of here as soon as possible.
Yeah, let's go. We don't have any time to lose.
The situation's out of control. I can't believe it's happened again.
And we're off!
This is
As my wise grandfather used to say, the best protection is found while drinking tea in tents.
Well said, my old friend. With this hideous heat, some good tea and a tough tent could save your life.
Hey, don't forget my Rin Vanilla. That's the real reason you're still standing after all.
I'll be forever grateful to you, Wings.
Do you remember what happened to you?
Well, I entered the palace in my thermal suit and then it all went blank.
Apart from amnesia, he doesn't seem to have suffered any real damage.
His resistance to light and energy is impressive. I can hardly believe it.
In the past, Rashid tended to sway toward the darkness. That must have sort of immunized him to such an excess of light.
For the love of hot sand, for all your talking, we still haven't solved a thing.
Well, no, not yet. That's why Layla and I have continued to translate the canon of Keepers, and we've discovered something.
Tilda and I figured out how the Keepers made the two scorpions. It's unbelievable, but it seems that sand was their main ingredient. The Keepers came from all four corners of the world. The four men brought with them 4 different special sands, collected from the most remote places on Earth. With intricate and difficult magical techniques, they created a cosmic energy that turned the sand into 2 crystal scorpions.
So now we seem to have all the facts, but we haven't yet dealt with the consequences. To reverse the catastrophe the scorpions are causing, we've got to reverse the magic of the Keepers. We must turn the magic scorpions from crystal back to sand.
You want to pulverize the magic crystals?
For red-hot sand's sake, absolutely not! I spent 800 years waiting to see the crystal shine, and now you want to reduce it to dust?
Do you have a better idea of how to save the city of Emerald from this energy storm?
No, I suppose I don't. But we don't need to destroy the Shariman. It's the other scorpion, the dark evil crystal, the Namarash, that threatens us.
And the Shariman is just as much a part of the Namarash as the Namarash is a part of it. To complete our mission, we must return them both to dust.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Ben! Wings!
In battle, those who aren't flexible to tactic changes are doomed to lose from the start. I'm sorry, Fahrat.
Thanks, Ally Wings. Now here's the plan. To destroy the Shariman, we need a person in the same position as those who created it. We need a keeper.
Do they just have those lying around?
No, the Keepers have been gone for millions and millions of years, so we must create a new one.
The canon clearly decries the initiation ceremonies, as well as the rare qualities the candidate for Keeper must possess.
Tilda and I think that the logical choice for Keeper is Farhat.
Good choice. And after all, I've always had a deep connection to the Shariman.
The selection of a Keeper is incredibly difficult. It's been known to take years.
But we just don't have years to wait.
No, we don't. However, under special circumstances, the canon allows the candidate to focus on a single test.
A very hard test, Farhat. You must go to the most remote place in the desert and bring back the most precious thing you find.
So is that all? Come on, Shadow!
No! You must do it without any help, Farhat.
But we are doing it alone. I'm just a shadow.
But you're not just an ordinary shadow. So what?
Well, I wonder what the most remote place in the desert is. Let me recall my geography. Of course, you'll go to the snake dunes of the Arimil.
But that's suicide, especially under these conditions!
I wish there was another way, Farhat.
Me too. I mean, we all wish you'd be spared the trouble, but I'm sure we know that you're the kind of guy that won't give up and will come out on top.
What will I find that's precious there?
We don't know yet. You'll just have to wait and find out when you get there.
Hey! He dropped his canteen! He'll need that water or he'll never make it! We've got to help him! Fahrat! 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 You
worse storms. Where's my canteen? Who knows where I may have lost it?
No, this water's for Farhat. I can't.
I'm saved! There's sure to be some water inside this plant! It's dry! It can't be! It's dry! I'm gonna die! I'm gonna die!
There's Farhat!
Water! Quickly! He needs water!
Don't worry, Fahrat. I will prepare you a potion of Hydratilla without delay.
I'm sorry I intervened, but I knew Farhat was too tired to go on, and I'd rather have him alive and defeated than lose him forever, even if he doesn't finish his mission.
Shadow, you did great. You did the right thing and Farhat is safe. I don't know what I'd do without you, Farhat.
Hey, look! Here comes Rashid!
Hey, Farhat, there you are. I'm glad you're safe. Yesterday, when Farhat started running, his canteen fell to the ground. I tried to tell him, but he couldn't hear me, so I tried running to catch up with the boy. Of course, I couldn't find him because the storm was blinding. Eventually, I had to duck in between the dunes. And I'm so sorry. I really needed to drink the water from the canteen, but only after I found a pool of cleaner, cooler water that I could give our hero once I found him, so he'd have something to drink. And here he is! Is it my imagination, or are all of you just staring blankly at me?
Rashid, it's wonderful that you found the water in the dunes. The most precious thing here with no help from anyone. It means you're the new keeper.
Yes, after 7,000 years, the Keepers of Ashtarak are reborn.